Welcome back to Movieworld Recaps. Today, I am going to share an action, biography, drama movie about a former wrestler Mahavir Singh Phogat and his two wrestler daughters fight for victory at the Commonwealth Games in spite of societal discrimination. Warning, spoilers ahead, so watch and enjoy. The story takes place in the Indian state of Haryana, in the little village of Balali, in the district of Bhiwani. Mahavir Singh Phogat is seen watching a wrestling Olympic match in his office as the movie begins. India plays a relatively small part in wrestling, according to television. Fatima, a new employee, challenges Mahavir to a match of wrestling but fails. Mahavir is exceptionally skilled at wrestling and its techniques, and he also works part-time at a nearby wrestling ring, Akada. Because he was unable to compete in the Olympics and win a gold medal, he has high aspirations for his future son to do so. His wife Daya Shobha stands by him morally, but they had 4 successive girls, Geeta, Babita, Ritu, and Sangeeta. Mahavir Singh finally gives up hope and places his wrestling gear and medal in a trunk. After 13 to 14 years, one day a neighbor family having 2 sons aged 13 to 14 years comes at Mahavir's residence to complain about their sons being beaten up by Geeta and Babita. When Mahavir inquires as to how Geeta and Babita defeated the 2 lads, the sisters gleefully performed the act on their cousin Omkar. Mahavir tells his wife that Geeta and Babita have the wrestling genes, and that a gold medal is ultimately a gold medal, regardless of whether a boy or a girl wins it. He also announces that he has decided that neither Geeta nor Babita will use a cooking utensil or perform any household duties going forward. Instead, they will train to be wrestlers and win a gold medal for their nation. Mahavir wakes up his trainees every morning at 5 in the morning to begin their training. He keeps their diet in control, forbids them from eating any spicy or fast food, and makes them work out. He hires a barber and has their hair chopped off when Geeta and Babita complain that their hair is damaged from training in the dirt. And once he notices that they are both frail, he turns them both non-vegetarian. Mahavir has both sisters furious because he is forcing 2 young girls to train as wrestlers, which is quite cruel. In order to play tricks on him, they start to wrestle improperly, change the alarm, and eat spicy cuisine whenever they can. But, when Sunita, a 14-year-old friend of theirs, gets married, she informs them that they are both very fortunate that Mahavir is thinking about their careers and future rather than forcing them into early marriages like her family is. They correct their mistake and begin working out very hard. When Geeta, the oldest sister, is ready, Mahavir brings them to another village for wrestling. All of the participants disagree that they won't let a girl and a guy to fight, but the organizer decides to allow it nevertheless in order to draw more spectators and increase revenue. Nearly the entire village turns out to watch a girl fight, and everyone is confident that she will lose horribly. Geeta selects the strongest lad among the contestants to engage in combat. Contrary to what the villagers believed, she fights extremely effectively, and as the battle progresses, the crowd begins to applaud for Geeta. Even though she ultimately loses, she receives more sponsorship money than the boy. Geeta can't sleep after the defeat and wants his father to schedule the next wrestling match. The entire village, which had earlier accused and criticized Mahavir, now cheers for Geeta and Babita proudly. Soon, both sisters developed into unbeatable wrestlers who consistently prevailed in matches. Geeta wins a wrestling match at the national level, and as a result, she is forced to go to the National Sports Academy Training Center in Patiala, Punjab state, where she will continue her training. Mahavir is upset since she moved to a new location. The new coach Pramod Kadam Girish Kulkarni has a different approach to training and forbids Geeta from using his father's methods. Geeta quickly becomes friends with other ladies and begins engaging in activities outside of her training, such as shopping, wearing longer hair, cosmetics, and nail polish. She tries to teach her sister Babita and other girls who have joined Mahavir's wrestling ring to learn when she returns home after a few months. Mahavir challenges Geeta because he notices that she is adamantly promoting her methodologies, but he loses because of his advanced age. Babita warns Geeta that whatever happened is not good and that Geeta is losing focus because the fight is taking place so aggressively. Mahavir feels as though she has lost her daughter as a result of the occurrence and is angry about it. Geeta begins competing in international competitions. She first doesn't really give a damn, but over time, she begins to feel threatened by her work. Babita, who also wins a national championship, is transferred to the same training facility as Geeta. Geeta is told by Babita to make peace with her father when she is discouraged by her ongoing failure, and she does so while sobbing uncontrollably on the phone. Mahavir pardons the woman. Geeta becomes her old self by chopping her hair down again, but the coach advises her to reduce weight and participate in the 51 kilograms weight division rather than in her usual 55 kilograms weight division. After hearing this, Mahavir relocates to Patiala, close to the NSA training center, so he may support her in her 55 kilograms competition. He instructs Geeta to follow her trainer's instructions during a workout, but both sisters and Mahavir begin to undertake separate sessions using their previous routine of getting up at 5 a.m. Coach takes note of this and complains to the appropriate party to have the sisters sent back. Mahavir begs the authorities to let them stay, but he is expelled from NSA and the girls are forbidden from going out. As a result, Mahavir begins coaching Geeta over the phone by reviewing all of her international competitive games video recordings and notifying her of her mistakes at the appropriate moments. Geeta competes in her typical 55 kilograms division at the Commonwealth Games 2010 in New Delhi, India. Mahavir, who is watching, continues telling her not to do what her NSA instructor instructs her. She qualifies for the finals by winning the first round and semi-finals by following her father's instructions. The coach tries to grab all the credit during a news conference, but Geeta says it was all her father's labor of love. As a result, the coach becomes envious and furious, and in order to exact revenge, just before the championship match begins, he locks Mahavir in a room and decides to watch how she performs without her father. Mahavir makes numerous attempts to get out of the room, but in vain. As the competition begins, Geeta keeps thinking back to her father's words of wisdom. Geeta defeated Australian Emily Benstead in a highly tense match to take home India's first women's wrestling gold medal in the 55 kilograms freestyle division. As the medal presentation ceremony was ended and the winning nation's national anthem began to play as required, Mahavir realized that his daughter had finally realized her father's ambition. He runs to the arena as soon as the room is unlocked. Geeta presents the gold medal to Mahavir, and for the first time ever, the girls and Omkar, their nephew, overhear their father congratulating them. That's all folks for today. I hope you like it. Please subscribe to our channel for more content like this and hit on the like button to help us out. You can also leave a comment below if you want us to recap your favorite movie. Until next time.